Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. My name is Laura, and today I will be making, or not making really, I will be finishing some soap. I will be planing and beveling the edges. So if you want to learn about planing and beveling soap, that is what today's live is about. And I'm going to just apologize in advance. I am still very sick, which is part of the reason I did not make a full soap from scratch today. I am just not feeling well, but I wanted to get these soaps planed and beveled so that they can be finished and ready to go when they're done curing. I also thought you guys would possibly like to see this. Um, this process, a lot of people are curious about, how are the soaps finished. So this will give you an idea of that. And what I use for my soaps is I have this planer and it has a blade here, and I just slide the soaps across. You'll see me do that. And then for beveling the edges, I use this potato peeler. This is one that I use just for my soaps. It's never used on food. I like to keep my utensils and my tools separate. So over here, you're going to see a bunch of soaps that we made over the past few weeks. I'm going to be beveling them, and we'll be cleaning off the beveler in between, or the planer in between, with some rubbing alcohol. And that's what I keep in this little spray bottle here. And the rubbing alcohol does two things. It's it allows, first of all, it prevents friction. So when I slide the soap across, it doesn't like get stuck to the planer, and you get a much smoother, nicer result. And the other thing it does is it helps clean this off, but without using water, because you don't want the wood to absorb like the water. And I find this just works better anyway. And it also sanitizes everything. It does a lot of things. So I really like using rubbing alcohol for this. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. So so I apologize. My voice is kind of not so great. I might not do a whole lot of talking because talking makes me cough. I have a sore throat and I sound awful. You guys don't want to listen to that. But I thought this might be a more relaxing video. Maybe I could like answer questions if you guys have them, or just kind of chit chat instead of making it a super serious video. Let's see, see here. Yeah, Stacy, the notifications. I was actually going to be on at 8 like normal. I got here, sat down, went to turn the live on, and something popped up. And it was a little, it was a non-emergency. It was an emergency, but not like nothing dangerous or serious that came up. But so anyway, so I had to go take care of that, and I didn't know how long it would take me. So I set the time for 9 p.m. to give me enough time to get back here. And then just decided to start it at 8:45. So I know it's been really crazy. This whole day has just been really wild, partly because I'm sick. So nothing goes quite to plan when you're not feeling well, as you know. So, but let me go ahead and start. Okay, start this cleaning really quick here. I'm going to start with a lighter colored soap. Typically, I try to go light to dark, just so that if there's a transfer of color accidentally, it's not going to show up. But usually it doesn't happen. Oh, and you're an hour behind. Yeah, yeah. That doesn't help when with the different time zones. That makes a massive difference. Okay, so what I do usually first is I first plane the soap, so I spray this down really good, and then I take one of these soaps and I go down one side like this, and then down the other side, and then after planing them, I will take this and I will do the bubbling. So I'm gonna do the bubbling back here. So I just let me show you. So I take this and I go to the corner here and I just slide it, and it gives me that little shred. And this is what turns into the soap shreds later, like when I make soaps with the soap shreds. I use these. So now you get this nice beveled corner. This does two things. It makes the soap look really nice, and it also gives you a better like hand feel. So when you're holding the soap, you don't have these like sharp edges digging into you. So that's why I do this. So that's how it looks when it's done. And I just set it up here. I have these parchment papers down. You can use whatever paper you want. You can use butcher paper. You can use wax paper. I just happen to have parchment paper, so I use that. And then we're just going to keep going. I don't build this top edge because that will sometimes mess up the design that I have on top when I do have a design. So I'm just going to quickly do these. This is something I usually do off camera just because it's sort of tedious, and I I assume that people don't care to see this, but I might be wrong. Um, But here we go. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. I'm feeling a little bit better. Well, sort of. I guess define better. I think I got worse since Monday, so technically I'm feeling worse, but or not Monday, since Thursday got worse. But I'm doing okay. Like I'm able to stay awake and stuff, so we'll see what happens. This is pretty normal for me. This is why I'm kind of just being whatever about it. I know a lot of people I mean, I definitely suffer when I'm sick, but I'm just so used to it now that it's just like, oh, I know that this is going to end and I'll be fine. So let's see. Non-sharp edges. See, yeah, a lot of people appreciate that. It's nice not having something digging into your hands. All right, so probably the next lightest one, because this one has some green on top that might transfer. But I have this one. This is the one. It's got like the really pretty orange swirls. Oh, and it smells so good. This is the one that smells like candy. It smells like the Skittles. It smells so good. It's got this cool top. And since they've been sitting for a while, because normally I'll do this planing like a few days after they've been cut, but they've been sitting for a while, so these bars have gotten really firm, and it's taking a little bit more energy than usual to plane them. All right, let's get these. There we go. So now we got this really nice, feels nice on the hand bar. There we go. I hope you guys are all doing good. I've thought about maybe in the future pre-recording a bunch of videos, so on the days when I'm not feeling well, I could just pop one up. But it kind of doesn't work because, um, I make the soaps live with you guys and then post them. So I don't know how I would get that. Like, would I just keep those other soaps until I made the video? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would do it. But if you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see, like if I'm not able to do a normal live, what would you like to see? Would you want like a pre-recorded video that I made in the past, or would you want um something like this where it's more like behind the scenes, or I don't know, what would you guys want? Because I'm gonna have to do something because I don't want to miss posting a video for you guys just because I'm not feeling 100%. Oh, smell-o-vision. Yeah, I know. Smell-o-vision would be really good for stuff like this. All right, so I think I'll do the green one, the green topped one next. I think this was the lemon. Let me see. Yeah, it has a really yummy smell. Yeah, this is a very lemony one. We got the little lemon drops there, and the green on the top. Oh, it smells good. It always makes this like really smooth too. I love how this works. And sometimes I don't plane them. Like I'll do the beveling, but not plane them. It just depends. The bottom of this one needs to be smoothed out. That's better. All right, let's put this here. And then when this gets full underneath, I'll pull all of them out. Okay, Wanda. I hope it's a good phone call. All right. But yeah, tell me what you guys want to see. If you want, like on the days when I can't post, or I can't do a live. I mean, let me know what you want to see because I want to provide you guys with something. But I don't always know what you guys want to watch. Okay, that looks good. All right, last one of these bars. Hard question. Yeah, it is. It is. Um, I'll have to think of something. Also, if you're new here, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers so that I can open up the community tab. I want to be able to do things like polls and I want to do contests and giveaways and things like that, but I need that community tab open to do that. So um, I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so this soap isn't one that I did off camera. It's scented with rose, and it was a special request by somebody, by a friend who wanted me to make something very specific. And so it was a test to see how it come out. And all I did was I did like an in the pot swirl for here, and I only went part way up, and then I put the rest of this white color on top. I really hope she likes it. And we already beveled the edges, so now I wanted to plane it and bevel it. But the soap was really, really soft when it came out, so I had to wait to do the beveling. It smells really good. And then I just use soap dough to make the flowers on top. I'm going to set this aside. I might make another version of that because I want to have some fun with a couple different like new recipes. And this would be a good one to do, I think, especially with winter um, being right around the corner. This is a super like a buttery bar. It's got got a mango butter, cocoa butter, and shea butter in it. So it's a very like a vegan buttery bar. And that's how that one turned out. And then there were a couple little ones that I made. Oh, they're on the shelf still. Anyways, I have that little flower, like 3D flower mold, and I poured some of the extra batter in there, and they came out pretty cute too. So she'll have like some additional decorative soaps. So see how the red from there transferred a little bit to the wood. So what I'm going to do is just spray this down. I see the green here from that lemon soap, and we just wipe it down, and then it's good to go. And this is not going to transfer. It's fine. Like a cherry blossoms, yeah, yeah, they are more like cherry blossoms. I don't really have a, I guess I do technically have a rose mold, but the roses are so tiny, and I'd have to pour the batter in and then pop it out, and I don't know. When I made this soap, I wanted as few things to go wrong as possible, so I stuck with the cherry blossom cutouts. But they are cute. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try that rose mold soon. One second, I need to cough. Okay, I'm back. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Some pre-recorded videos would be good. Just a variety of them, like maybe a soap, and then the next a freshie, and then a bath salt, etc. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to make a variety. That's a good idea. Sometimes I get really focused on what I'm doing and I forget that I can do other things. Something other than soap. All right. This one is super duper minty. It smells really good. All right, now this soap has something kind of special going on with it. Sometimes soaps will discolor. So you can see how this is like an uncolored or light colored batch, and then we got like this green clay in here to make the design. And then on top you could kind of see on the edge here how it's kind of a light tan color, and it's coming out in the pattern up here. And the nice thing is the soap ashed, so it gives you this really cool like light and tan kind of swirl. It's really bringing out this design. Um, this is completely normal. Sometimes soaps will darken, but it doesn't affect the soap at all. It's just a like cosmetic thing. Um, Also, this little lip here that hangs off, you can just kind of go like that, and then it'll be flat on the corner. Sometimes I plane those off, sometimes I don't. But anyway, so if you do see a soap that's like darkening a little bit, that's completely normal. It's just something that soaps do sometimes, and um, other than not looking exactly how you want it, there's really nothing wrong with it. All right, so there's that one. Let's do the next one. There we go. This soap feels really nice. Like when I'm cutting it, it's not too firm, not too soft. It has a really nice texture or consistency. I'm not sure. All right. Let's get this done. There we go. Okay, and this one. No, that looks fine. Okay. And we got little things hanging off the end here, so I'll go ahead and plane those off real quick. There. That looks good. This has a really, really, really nice minty smell to it. If you like mints, if you like natural fragrances, then you'll probably like this one, especially like the herbal type natural. I really like this one a lot. Oh, the end didn't get done. Let me fix that. There we go. That's better. Okay. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes the soaps will darken. Sometimes they will also lighten. They'll get this. They call it like soda ash or whatever. It's like this white kind of like how this one it's got it lightened up here. That's also 100% normal. It's just something that soaps will sometimes do. It doesn't affect anything. It's just purely cosmetic. Um, but I kind of like it because it'll give the top like it'll make the texture more visible. So whatever design I put on top, it'll kind of enhance it usually. So all these things that people seem to want to avoid, I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. So it doesn't bother me. Um, I'm trying to see if I have another one that did. Okay, so this one that we just made, this is that glow in the dark one. See how it's got the black swirls? And I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but there's a couple of little tiny like white specks in the black, and that's that lightning that I was talking about, the ash or whatever. And it just sometimes it'll appear and sometimes it won't. And I've never found a 100% way to prevent it from happening, so I just ignore it. It's not affecting anything, so I don't care. All right, so let's do this one next. This is one of the glow in the dark ones that we made, and this one looks really cool. Oh, it smells so good too. It's got a really yummy, like cinnamony, delicious smell to it. That's that Comfort and Joy one. It's like kind of like apple cider. Okay, so there's that one. And I'm sorry if this is going off camera. I'm trying to make it so that the little pieces don't fall on my planer. They're right there. See a little pile. So okay. All right, so that's how that one turned out. I'm gonna set it over here and then do the next one. And this is the one that we did. It's a Wonderful Life. So the angel was represented by the glowing portion, and then the black and white or the gray and white was because it was like a black and white movie. Okay, almost done with this. And it's got the pretty gold top. Welcome back, Wanda. I hope it was a good phone call. There's that. Okay, I think I'll do a couple more and then I'll give my voice a rest. Let's see. What's a fun one to do? I know, let's do did I do this one? I didn't plane it, I only did the bubbling. We've got the little frog prints, the lily pad one. So I'll do this. Yeah, see some of the soap. There we go. Okay. On this side, there's that. Okay, so the soap from underneath is starting to interfere. So I'm going to have to do something about that. So let me show you. Underneath, all the little soap papers have collected and they've neatly stacked themselves. And these are really, really nice. Usually I crumble these up and put them into like confetti soaps. Additionally, um, I can, like you could take these with you, like put them in a little baggie and put them in your purse and take them with you. And then you have like single-use soaps because like these are paper thin. I don't know if you can see my fingers through there. So this is like a one-time use soap. So I've done that before too. I've just taken some with me and used them in public bathrooms because I'm sure you've experienced, especially with recent events where supply chains are messed up and you can't get things or whatever. But I'm sure you've gone into a public bathroom before and found out that there was no soap. Um, and this way you always have some soap with you. So I really like using them. But I haven't figured out a way to list them on my shop without, because I mean they're gonna crumble in shipping. So I haven't figured out a good way of making it available to other people yet. I've thought about making like a bar of soap with the intention of just shaving the whole thing down like this, so I have a big stack of those papers, and then flattening them with something and putting them in individual packs so that they would, dry flat and then fit into a container and then selling them that way. Um, but I gotta figure out a way to make that actually like foolproof so that it'll work. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's do the other. No, that one's too dark. I want to do that one last. Oh, I've got this really pretty one here. I already beveled the corners, but I haven't planed the sides, so we'll do that. There we go. This one smells really good too. Has a really light, fresh scent to it. This one's not super overpowering, so if you like soaps that smell good, but you don't like to be able to smell them from three houses away, this is a good one. It smells really clean and fresh and light, but it's not like in your face about it. It's really like a very polite fragrance. That smells really good. It's interesting to see how fragrances mellow out after you put them in soap. Sometimes, like rose is always really, really bold, and it's a very beautiful scent and very elegant, but it's very dominant as well. Whereas some of these others, like the one I just did, smells amazing, but it's not so. I don't know the right word to use, but not as bold of a fragrance, I guess. This one smells really good. This is another one that's not super strong. All right, there we go. This one's already had the corners beveled too. That smells really good. This one also has a little bit of that ashing on top, and you could probably see what I mean about it, how it makes the pattern on top more obvious. Because this is another one of the soaps where I made the pattern with just some texture. I didn't use colors to make the pattern. So having that soda ash on top really brings out that pattern. It's kind of a fun, like all natural way to color the soap. It's just not consistent because you never know if you're going to get it or not. But when I do, it's always a fun time because I like how it looks. Same thing with glycerin rivers. You want to smell that? You want them to smell you coming. I know, right? It's always so much fun when people will ask you, "Oh, what are you wearing? It smells so good." You're like, "Oh, that's my soap or toilet paper." Yeah, there's these little. Speaking of, I don't know if I'd use the soap as toilet paper. That might be going a little too far. But I have made. I don't know if you guys remember these. A long time ago, they were like a long, long time ago. They were popular. But it was like a toilet paper holder, like a plastic one, and it had like a cutout design, and it would be filled with scented beads, so that when you every time you pulled toilet paper off the roll, the beads inside would tumble and you'd smell the fresh scent. And I made one, and I'm just sort of testing it out because I'm wondering if I can make those. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Um, Let me see what you guys are saying here. Oh, do I have Facebook? If you're asking me, yeah, I do. It's under Cabbage Patch Soap. It's connected to my Instagram, which I also have. I have Cabbage Patch Soap on Instagram, so I have both. I don't post there as much as I used to, just because it people just didn't seem to want to interact with me there. But it is active, like I am there, and also my Instagram. I got a lot more feedback on Instagram, so I was kind of focusing on that. But either one is totally fine. I have both. So the glycerin rivers, they look kind of like on this soap. See that part there where it looks kind of marbled? I'm hoping the camera will pick this up. Come on, camera. Anyways, it almost gives it like a marbled look. It looks really, really cool. And sometimes if you're lucky, the soap will have it all the way through and it looks like rivers coming down a mountain. It's so pretty. And I love it when I get glycerin rivers. I get so excited because you never know if you're going to get them. And some people love them and some people hate them and some people don't care. And I really like them. I think they're fun. Okay, so here's this one that we made. It smells really good too. This one's more of a medium fragrance. Like, it's strong, but it's not like overpoweringly strong. Let's clean it. I'll trim this one out. Okay, there's that. And then this one has kind of a big like ledge hanging off. So I'm gonna go ahead and plane that one off because it's making it hard for me to bevel the corners. There we go. That's a little bit better. See, this one has a little bit of a lip. Like I said, sometimes I don't bother, but I think on this soap it would benefit from it. Okay, bevel the corners now. Okay, I set that aside. And whenever I get sick, my memory gets affected. And I think this, I want to say this was the Gone with the Wind soap. And if it is, it's the one that we made with Tussa Silk. So let's put this over here. So I remember that we used Tussa Silk in the Gone with the Wind soap, but oops, I missed part of that. There we go. Okay. That came out nice. This one, the bottom is a little bit uneven. I'm going to fix that. There we go. That's better. All right. See what you guys are saying. What? Facebook won't let you guys be friends? What's wrong with Facebook? Jeez. Facebook has got issues. Seriously. Alright. Oh, 1 second. Let me do something real quick. Okay, let me go ahead and bevel this here real quick. Do. Okay, get this side. These will probably be ready pretty soon. A lot of them. And I'm going to try to get these packaged up and ready to go because I don't want to wait too long. Oh yeah, and we got the tornado soaps. Let me just do those real quick. These are the ones from Wizard of Oz with the little tornadoes in them. And there was one soap, one of these bars that um, I was saying how the tornado, I could see it just underneath the top layer of soap, and I thought when I beveled it and planed it that it would come out better. I'm going to see if I'm remembering correctly. This one smells super good. I think this was the Star Showers one. Okay, let's check. Oh, maybe it wasn't this. Maybe it was something else I'm thinking of. Well, anyways, one of them. Oh no, I remember now. It's it was the black soap we made with the dripping. One of the little drips. I could tell you would be able to see the drip a little bit better after I planed it. So that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Alrighty. Well, there's that. So I'm going to go ahead after the soap. We'll end the live. I'm going to go rest my voice. I um, can feel my throat starting to give me all the warning signs. But really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today and chatting and stuff. There's that. Hopefully I'll be better by Thursday. If not, I will either pre-record something or we will do a different kind of a live like we did here. And I'm going to have to probably, whatever we do next is probably going to have to be like a Christmas type soap because it's getting a little bit close to that time where, I need it to be close, done and cured in time for the holidays. So Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen next. So just keep an eye out for that. Um, Let me see. Don't feel rest on Thursday. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. We'll see. That's the thing with my health. Like I can get better or I can get worse, and then eventually I get better every time. I get better, but it just my body likes to play tricks on me, and it'll let me think I'm getting well, and then whatever. Or maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and be perfectly fine, and just out of nowhere. So it's very confusing for me. But I don't like not being able to be like consistent for you guys. I don't like that. So that's why it bothers me. But we work with what we have, I guess. So I will be back eventually, back to normal, and I will do what I can. So hopefully I will see you guys all on Thursday. And you guys have a great night. And thank you so much for hanging out. You guys have a good evening. I will see you guys soon.